Just kidding. I don't even know. I just had a stupid gaffe.
So time for episode 2. Time for the next movie.
But yeah, what is it? Jory brought this up last time, but yeah, this is not actually considered canon anymore. Like, this is now part of what I think is supposed to be the Legends continuity.
Nope.
Almost happened again. Where it had basically all the old expanded universe stuff is basically considered Legends now, and I know there's a lot of strong opinions towards that. I'm not sure how I feel about it myself, but
Basically, anything that Disney didn't do is non-canon.
More accurately, what George Lucas didn't directly involve himself with is non-canon.
Yeah. I can understand. I understand the losing a lot of the old continuity that got built up over the years. I personally never got into most of that stuff, so I can't really say much either way. But I can sympathize at the very least. Because I remember back when the not necessarily when these games were new, but when Force Unleashed was more relevant, I guess, and this basically became the in between game between episodes 3 and 4, and it pretty much just became accepted as that for a long time until the whole Disney buyout thing and the canon kind of got changed, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I remember being fairly upset about that because I really liked the story of this game. It's yeah, I don't know. I still to this day I still feel a bit conflicted about it, but it is what it is.
I think I've heard something. Wasn't there actually something called actually in the movies? Wasn't there actually something called a Star Killer ship or something like that?
There's Star Killer.
Or is that the new or is that the new Death Star or something like that?
Yeah, Star Killer base in episode 7.
Do you think that was Do you think that was a reference to this?
It might be. It could have been two things. It could have been this or Luke Skywalker's original name, because Luke was originally supposed to be called Luke Starkiller, and that's why I'm just gonna call him Galen. That's why Galen is called Starkiller in this game. That was brutal.
That was cool. So basically, it's a carryover.
Yeah.
What do you think it's more likely?
I like to think it's a reference to Starkiller in this game, but God knows.
Bye. Hey, zoom. Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Man, wait. Oh, editing.
Yeah, edit the. I try to edit out as many loading screens as possible.
How about the loading screens?
They're not too bad, but just for the sake of pacing, I try to remove them.
Are they? Well, do they happen frequently?
It's basically every time you decide to load up your upgrade menu, every time you load a new level and that kind of thing.
So it's kind of frequently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, levels in this game go on for 30 minutes a piece at least. So,
one level of Force Unleashed is about a daytime, is about a nighttime stage in Sonic Unleashed.
Maybe 2.
I'm making a joke.
I thought you were gonna say one. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. One level in this game is the length of Sonic Forces. That would have been more accurate. Yeah, it can be a little bit messy doing hand-to-hand, not hand-to-hand, but like lightsaber combat when there's like a million enemies in your face, especially when you get more dangerous enemy variants. So a lot of the time it's best to just use force abilities, to be honest.
Isn't there like a weapon in Fallen Order where basically it'll auto guard for you against bullets?
I think? I don't know.
I think it's the dual blade, isn't it?
Something like that. The thing with Fallen Order, my experience with that game is basically, I tried putting it on like Jedi Grandmaster, kept on getting
hardest?
Yeah, I put it on the hardest difficulty. Kept on getting wrecked by the same giant enemy in whatever the hell Darth Maul's home planet's called.
Was it that frog thing?
No, not that. It was something else.
Okay.
I did die a lot to that thing too, though. I just kept on dying to this giant enemy over and over, and I just had to put the difficulty down. It just got stupid.
Can you adjust at any point, or is it you have to start over?
No, you can adjust at any time.
Okay.
But Fallen Order is a funny game sometimes because, like, when you load in after dying, the enemies have to, like, take a while to spawn in. So, like, you just stand there, walk around where they're supposed to be, and then they kind of just T-pose and, like, just kind of float into... they just kind of float to where they're meant to be.
Here I am.
It's pretty good.
Sorry, I am late. The alarm didn't go off.
It's amazing because you can also, when they're doing the T-posing thing, you can still hit them, so you can just kill them early.
Oh, so if you know where they're gonna be, you can like insta kill them.
Kinda, yeah.
Did you finish the game?
No, I haven't. I think it was. Is it Dathomir? I don't know. But I went through Darth Maul's planet, got the double-bladed lightsaber, and then I think after that I just stopped.
Hmm.
I've been meaning to get back to it, but I just never have.
Have you ever played Jedi Knight?
Nope. Is that one of
heard
the
those
old
are really
PC? Is that one of the old PC ones?
No, I don't know. I know there's Jedi Knight and Outcast, I think it was called.
Hmm. I heard of Jedi Academy.
Well, Academy. I think Academy's the first game.
Right. This is just
And I think
me
Outcast
like
is the second.
forgetting like what to do.
Well, it looks like you're setting up a puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, the puzzles in this game are fairly light. It's usually just like move a thing with the
Pull a
force.
thing out, put a thing there.
Yeah, basically. A lot of the time,
Like I remember in the Wii version, there's a thing where you need to like use TIE Fighter wings to like create basically a ladder.
most
Double-
of the... Huh?
Like those over there.
Oh yeah. Most of the
Except
puzzle
those are
in
driving
this
platforms
game,
that stand on the look of it.
yeah, most of the puzzle element of this game, more or less just comes from figuring out how to get around, more so than like your normal like figuring something out. I guess I don't know.
Ow.
Yeah,
That hurt.
yeah. These guys, you just kind of want to throw stuff.
Meanwhile, how you doing, Scrappy?
Kind
Very
of nursing a
fascinating.
headache right now.
Oh. Bye.
What you don't know is the stormtrooper inside is fine.
Oh.
The walker got wrecked, not the body inside.
Yeah, he just vanished into.
Yeah, it just vanishes.
He just vanishes into Happy Land. It's fine.
He goes to the same place that that's in the Pyro's head in Meet the Pyro.
Oh no. So Mustafar then.
Have you seen Meet the Pyro? What the?
You're not meant to go up here.
Only a Jedi
Calm
Master.
down. We're not. I was gonna say we're not trapped. Okay.
No, it'd be funny though. But yeah, there's a decent amount of exploration you can do for like holocrons and stuff that gives you a variety of different things. Most notably is the fact that you get a bunch of XP. So yeah, get as many of them as you can. You get different kyber crystals, so you can put like. Hi.
Surprise.
Hi, we're recording.
Well, here I am. Just figured I'd see how you guys were doing because it's been a while.
Oh, okay.
Do we? I'm sorry, but can it's nice to see you. But do we? I'm very sorry, but can we do this a little later?
No problem. You guys take care.
Alright.
Bye.
Oh gosh, the pain. It hurts my ears.
That was
okay.
awkward.
I handled that a lot better than I thought I would.
That was a little awkward.
It was. Yeah, I get it. I think I handled that better than I thought I would.
Alright, yeah, it was just, I mean, it's just, you know, explore, collect the holocrons, you get stuff, you become happy murder man, and it's all good, so.
Okay, I was going to say, what are they called? Kyber crystals?
Yeah, that's the crystal that the lightsabers use. It's also what...
Do they let you use a blue eyes white dragon?
It's also what the Death Star laser is powered by.
Really now?
Yeah, it's powered by a bunch of kyber crystals, and that's why that's essentially why it has the power to destroy planets.
It is an elegant weapon.
For a more civilized age.
Yeah, that line was all bull crap.
Oh, that reminds me, in Republic Commando, if you can find like you can find like a lightsaber on the ground, and he'll say like it is a weapon from a civilization. He says, "Well, guess what? Times have changed."
Those weapons were never civilized.
No.
Like,
Look at these
Obi-Wan said
things.
that same movie cuts off a guy's arm in the canteen, like he was
Yeah.
BSing
Yeah, right?
the whole time.
Yeah. I guess I mean they're definitely more graceful than like a blaster or something, but still.
Oh wow, that black beam.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do. One thing I like in this game as well, like the power crystals you see here, like you can change a secondary thing that your lightsaber will do, so like double damage from just regular strikes or stronger force powers and stuff like that. But you don't have to tie it to a color. So you can have whatever color you want for the entire game and just have the secondary ability alongside it. Not so much in the sequel. In the sequel, the colors and the abilities are like linked together, and I don't like that at all. It just there's a lot of things. I don't know when we'll ever get to the sequel, but there's a lot of weird design choices in that game that I don't particularly enjoy.
And another benefit of getting the power crystals is if you get enough of them, you can go fight Ripperoo.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, man, this is the kind of jokes that Joey would make.
And then like if you like mod the game, like you can make it so every time Ripperoo trumps, he just spawns in another entropy. So he just goes now.
I am now imagining Starkiller doing the crash dance.
Oh god.
The original one, not the insane.
Oh yeah.
So with the pelvic thrusts. Oh want it to be his, now I'm just imagining as his win animation, Soul Calibur 4.
Oh yeah,
so
we forgot to mention that this character was actually got a sneak peek of Swordstrew, a guest appearance in Soul Calibur 4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, him, Vader, and Yoda were all characters, I think.
Yeah, wasn't like Yoda broken?
Because small.
Yeah. Doctor, I will be.
Hey, hey, how would you like your high attacks to never work?
Oh man.
Although I think they were like version locked, and actually.
Yeah. Something like that.
And I think they were just flat out removed as DLC characters after the buyout. Or rather, I think you can get one. You can get one of them, but then you'd have to get the DLC if you want the other.
Yeah. I think so. I've never played. I've never played them, so.
That is correct.
The only Soul Calibur game I played is 2.
That's the one with Link, right?
Yeah, the GameCube version.
Right.
Yoda was on a 360. Yoda was exclusive to the base. For Pete's sake. Yoda was exclusive to the 360's base game. Vader was exclusive to the PlayStation 3's base game. They were DLC on the other console, and Starkiller was on both.
Okay.
As DLC or
base game, I think.
Oh, so Starkiller was there no matter what.
Okay.
Okay. That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah, load the screen.
God, this game loads a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
I remember fucking around with the costume page when I played the Wii version. There's one where you can just make Starkiller just flat out turn into like Juno.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can like put in a bunch of cheat codes in this game, and like play as like a stormtrooper, like Palpatine himself. It's pretty good.
I forget if it skips the cutscenes.
I don't know. I do. I do know.
Because it's real time.
Yeah, I do know there's one where you can play as C-3PO.
Yep. I love dumb costumes like those.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, don't you want to play as Obi-Wan?
Yeah. I mean, speaking
or Han Solo.
Yeah. Speaking of Clone Wars in the last part, actually, I think one of the costumes you can use is a Clone Warsified Starkiller, so that's pretty cool.
Like animated?
Yeah, like the CG Clone Wars. Also, I just kind of sort of died there.
Da 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 da. Ow!
Nice.
That's a way to get a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't touch these things.
Touch. Don't touch.
Yeah.
Touch. Do I have to follow you all day?
Oh god.
Obligatory SpongeBob reference. Jedi Holocron.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically just the stuff I was talking about.
Rub it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know. Bacon is good.
If there's one thing I will say about this game is that I do feel like the lightsaber combat can be a little bit too slow sometimes for the type of enemies it tries to make you go up against. Because there are times when it kind of feels a little bit unfair, and I feel like they could have sped up that a little bit.
Skilled. I know in the Wii version, you got, like, by the way, when you want to do like force powers, you gotta like flick the nunchuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna. I don't remember if this is what I was going to talk about earlier, but I want to bring this up anyway. My only experience of the Wii version as of now is I went to a friend's house back in like high school, and they had Force Unleashed for the Wii. So I went to play it, and they were just immediately on the Death Star, and I just got gang raped by like 30 enemies and just died immediately.
You got what now?
I got gang raped.
Let's not.
Dogpile.
Thank you.
Assaulted. Take your pick. Love it.
Boy? Months of attacking Imperial targets and Vader sends a boy to fight.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I was making sure because if my call doesn't work, I'm gonna have to send Scrappy a warning in advance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I remember. I vaguely remember audio messing up here at one point. Like, so this is back when I was still using Adobe, and sometimes like the audio file will just kind of like restart from the beginning, and I just couldn't figure out.
So what happened? Did you start playing the start of the video audio?
Yeah, so I think I had to like. I think at the end of this, it's just gonna be silence, and then I just had to find the cutscene, like somewhere online. It was pretty crappy.
It's over. God, don't you love it, man? Cutscene snafus are the worst.
I don't know, but
Like, I still remember during our Birth by Sleep Let's Play, we accidentally skipped like the cutscene for Aqua's like final story, so we had to edit in the rest of it without our audio.
yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Good. I am the best Jedi.
I just gently nudged him with a box.
Oh,
How are you all ahead of me? We started at the same time.
how far? What time are you at?
21 minutes and counting.
What?
How are you like 2 minutes behind? I don't
We
know.
literally pressed go at the same time. What the hell?
I don't know. We're near the end
Did you have
anyway.
to do a buffer?
You're stronger than I thought.
Oh boy.
Let you live, boy.
Fine, if you want to catch up to where we are, by the way, we're at 23, 15, 16,
16,
17.
17.
18. Counting so he here, 37, 28,
Yep.
9, 30.
Alright, I'm there.
Okay.
Good.
So the bosses can feel a little bit flimsy in this game, but I do like them as like just kind of these lightsaber duels, even if they aren't necessarily the best designed a lot of the time.
Sorry, it's a long day.
Yeah.
I got a force field. Ha ha ha. Laugh at me, boy.
Ha. Yeah.
Now, boy.
I would like to
Hey,
play
by the way,
the.
don't you have to have like force choke or force lightning?
Not at this point. You get it in like the next level.
I think you get that straight away in the Wii version.
Yeah. I know there was like
Like
some.
force choke and grab are different buttons.
Yeah. I don't think you get force choke in this.
Are we gonna die again?
don't know. I think I nearly die at least.
Let's find out.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
I
I see
just
the-
died. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice tech.
I just cut to the end, so you just get no sound. Blame Adobe.
Oh. I get it.
Oh,
Do it
man.
again. No, hey, back to square one, boy.
Oh god.
You literally cannot lose this, no matter how hard you want to fuck up.
Yeah, you don't even take damage.
That's why you can just watch start.
It's just really bizarre
I think
remote
Clement
audio.
put the video up and he called it and he said, "Look, he's just tired."
Oh, no, that's a lot. Oh no.
He's turned you. But I
Yeah.
can sense your future.
Now can't you hear it?
Vader won't always be your master.
You have some fighting game finishers.
Yeah.
Me.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Always make sure the body's dead.
Yeah. Like, it's like, they always, in stuff like this, like, if the body goes off screen, then they can technically still be alive.
Master Kota is dead.
Yes.
His lightsaber. My spies have located another Jedi. Kazdan Paratus is far more powerful than you.
Kazdan Paratus.
I
I do
don't
not
know if he's,
expect
like,
you to
original
survive.
for this game or not.
But if you destroy
I don't know if, like, a lot of...
Kota is a creation of this game.
Mm.
The Emperor.
He was apparently supposed to be in Rogue One, but they
Together can we defeat
changed their minds.
That would have been
I will
interesting.
not fail you, my master.
Is Kazdan Paratus the spider-legged dude?
Yep.
Oh, so we're heading to the junk planet.
Yep.
And hey,
But
guess
I
what?
can figure
Guess
out
what? We had
it's Vader.
costumes.
Like the Jedi
Wait,
Temple
what?
on Coruscant.
We had different
Roxy,
costumes.
Are you
Yep.
picking up any communications?
Too many to decipher. I can hear thousands of droids all calling out to each other. This is where all droids go to die.
Set us down as close to that thing as you can.
I'll do my best, but there are not many clearings. You'll need to approach the temple on foot.
Why don't you just drop him in?
Mm.
Wow, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Whee!
I'm returning to low orbit. Scanners show you'll need to make it through that large hyperdrive core in front of you. Once on the other side, you should be able to reach the junk temple. Good luck.
And that's just the end. Yeah.
Alright then.
So, yeah, next time we'll just go through Raxus Prime, I think the planet's called, and have some fun with Sith Lightning.
Woo! Zappity zap zap double D.